Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Megan. Thanks so much for watching, and I did not want to give up on Vlogmas, so I decided to record a video for you guys. It's kind of late. It's like 9:30 or something, so I look like a complete garbage can person because I worked a full 10-hour day today, and it was pretty busy. So anyways, I wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys about how I was feeling yesterday, because I had some like weird things happen, and then also just some things that have been on my mind recently, and kind of talk to you guys about that too. Before I get into everything, make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell so you don't miss any uploads, and also go follow me over on Instagram. And this video is going to be like a one take, so there will be like little to no editing so that I can go ahead and just get it up for you guys. So yesterday afternoon at like 3:45, and again I work 10-hour days, so I was like 3/4 through my day, but I had a patient from 3:30 to 4:30, a 4:30 to 5, and a 5 to 5:30, and these kids that I see are like higher maintenance, like they're not older, so I can't just like hang out and give them exercises to do. It's just not that simple. So I had a moment yesterday at about like 4:30, 4:45 that I thought I was going to puke because my head was killing me. And again, it started at like 3:45. I don't know where it came from. It came out of nowhere. And I was hydrated, so I really don't know why I had a headache. Anyway, so I ended up taking a Zofran just to like get me through the last like hour or like 45 minutes of patients. So after work yesterday, I ended up getting a Slurpee, and I was thinking maybe some caffeine would help or some sugar would help. It didn't really help at all. So by the time I got home at like 7, I pretty much like laid in bed for a little bit and then got a shower and then came back to bed with a heating pad behind my head, because really it was like the back of my neck and then like to the front of my head too. It was pretty terrible, and I don't know why I had a headache. So I went to bed at like 8:30 last night, guys, and then I slept pretty straight until like 6:30 this morning, and even that, like, I started snoozing my alarm at like 6:15, but still, I'm a pretty hard sleeper, so it wasn't anything for me to just like go back to bed. So I kind of woke up with a little bit of a headache this morning, and I still kind of have a little bit of one right now. It's not too terrible though, like not enough for me to try to take meds or anything like that. So I'm just happy that it is going away, and hopefully I don't get any more headaches, because it was just like, it was awful. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is this like mom guilt that I've been feeling. And recently, like in the last week or so, I've been thinking about what I'm going to do as far as like work goes after a baby comes. And right now I work 4/10s, Monday through Thursday, and then I do like home health on Fridays. So my Fridays are pretty flexible, and I'm gonna keep doing that after. Initially I was like, you know, like I don't think I can do it. I want to spend time with my baby and with West. So I initially was like, you know what, I'm just gonna not do that anymore. But the money is too good, and so it would just help us be able to pay off some debt and put more money into savings and that kind of thing. So it's hard to say no to like an extra like $1,000 a month for maybe like a half day's worth of work. So anyways, people have been asking me, like, you know, what are you gonna do when you come back to work? Like, are you gonna take your baby to daycare? Are you going to have them go to the babysitter? So I've just been like thinking a lot about that, and I feel like guilty already because when I go to my full-time job, I have to leave by like 6:30, and then I don't get home until like 6:30 to 7 p.m. Sometimes a little bit later than that if I have to stay and do paperwork. So I have had other friends tell me like their baby goes to sleep at 7:30. So in that case, like I might get 30 minutes of seeing my kid before they go to bed. So I'll literally see them first thing in the morning and maybe before they fall asleep at night. So that just kind of makes me feel like I'm gonna miss out on my kid growing up. But some other PT friends of mine have kind of reassured me that it is for the best. Like, if I don't work, then number one, we're gonna have a whole lot of debt and not be able to pay our bills. So I kind of have to go to work at least sometimes. And then the other thing was, if I work now, then maybe by the time that they are in like elementary school and they have after school activities, I'll be able to work like shorter hours or part-time or PRN or something to where I can like go and be there for all those after school things. So it's just kind of like a hard thing to figure out, like, because obviously I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. I've always said, like, even before we were pregnant, like I would love to be a stay-at-home dog mom. But I think a lot of that feeling that I had about that was because I was super unhappy in my job situation at the location that I was at. And as of last week, I am no longer at that location. So things have already been better, less stressful. I'm much happier at work and going to work, and it's just been better. But I still, like, now that I'm pregnant and like thinking about, okay, well, what are we gonna do after maternity leave's over? It just like pulls at me a little bit, and it makes me want to be a stay-at-home mom. But that's just not realistic with how much grad school student loans are. So yeah, if you guys have any advice on dealing with like mom guilt before babies even here, leave it down in the comments below. Or if you have any suggestions on like how, if you're a working mom, if you dealt with taking your kid to daycare and missing out on most of their day, like if you had to work long days or whatever, just let me know kind of like what you did to deal with that, or ways that you were able to maybe change your work schedule a little bit to see them a little bit more. I've had other people tell me, like, just change your kid's schedule to meet like what your schedule is so that you can still see them at the end of the day. But I also think that that's not always like realistic, especially with how early our kid will have to be up. So anyways, that is kind of where I am like feeling with all that. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell so you don't miss any uploads. Give me a like because that really helps out my channel. And again, if you have any suggestions on anything that I've talked about in this video, leave them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye!